Hello and welcome to Lantern Lane Stories. Tonight's story is Stubbs the Mayor, a little tale of big heart. Long ago in the far north of Alaska sits a tiny town called Talkeetna. The mountains around it are so tall, they wear snow even in summer. In the year 1990's general store, that store has been standing for over 100 years, keeping the town warm. One afternoon, Lori heard a soft sound in the parking lot. Mew, mew. She stepped into the cool air and found a cardboard box. Inside were kittens, tiny orange with blue eyes just opening, but one kitten was different. His tail had never grown, just a small, happy nub. "You're special?" Lori whispered. She scooped him up gently into her warm hands. His fur was softer than the clouds over Denali Mountain. "What should I call you?" she smiled. "You have no tail, so Stubbs, yes, that's your name." Stubbs purred, a sound like a tiny motor running. That summer, people in Talkeetna gathered to pick a leader. They talked about candidates. They argued. They sighed. "Nobody feels right," someone said. "Everyone seems the same," said another. The meetings went on and on with cold coffee and tired faces. Then one person smiled, a real smile. "What if," they said slowly, "we voted for someone different?" "Who?" everyone asked. The little orange kitten Lori found. Stubbs. At first people laughed, but then they didn't stop laughing. The laughter grew warm like a fire in winter. "Yes," someone else said. "Yes, let's do it." So they wrote Stubbs' name down again and again, and in the end, Stubbs won by a lot. The little kitten with no tail became the mayor of Talkeetna. Not a real mayor because the town is so small, it doesn't have elections, but an honorary mayor, a mayor of everyone's hearts. From that day on, Stubbs had an important job. His office, Nagley's general store, where Lori worked. Every afternoon at the same quiet time, Stubbs would walk there. His little paws left prints in the snow, 1, 2, 3. Inside the store, visitors would stop and stare. Is that really the mayor?" they'd whisper. Stubbs would sit on a high perch watching the town. His green eyes were calm and kind. People brought him letters from far, far away, some from France, some from Japan, some from Brazil. "Dear Mayor Stubbs," the letter said, "we've heard about you. Please be our mayor too." Some wrote hopefully. Every single afternoon, between 30 and 40 tourists would come. They wanted to meet him, to say hello. Stubbs would let them pet his soft fur. His purr was loud as a friendly growl. He never rushed. He never hid. He was patient with shy children and lonely travelers. Then came his favorite part of the day. Lori would bring a special glass, fancy, like a margarita glass. Inside was cool water with just a pinch of something special. "Catnip?" Lori whispered. "Just for you, Mr. Mayor." Stubbs would drink carefully, his whiskers dancing, his green eyes would grow dreamy and happy, and the people watching would smile, smile, smile. "Look," someone always said, "our mayor is happy." "That's all that matters," said another. You might wonder, what did Mayor Stubbs actually do? Did he make new laws? Did he fix the roads? No, and that was perfect. Our mayor doesn't raise taxes. People would laugh. Our mayor doesn't argue in meetings. Our mayor just makes us happy. Visitors came from all around to meet him. Some were sad, some were lonely, some were tired from long trips, but when they saw Stubbs' little face, something changed inside them. "If a town can have a cat for mayor," they said, "maybe anything is possible." An old woman came once, missing her own cat at home. She sat next to Stubbs for an hour, just petting him softly. She left with tears on her face, but happy tears. A shy boy came from the city, scared of almost everything. He was afraid to touch Stubbs at first, but Stubbs looked at him gently and purred. Soon the boy was laughing, really laughing, for the first time in months. Stubbs showed everyone that a leader doesn't need to yell. A leader doesn't need to be scary or serious. A real leader just has to care, truly care, and Stubbs cared about everyone who walked through that door. He remembered faces, he purred for the shy children. He sat calmly with people who were missing someone they loved. Year after year, Stubbs' fame grew. People on the internet shared his picture, news reporters came to tell his story. But Stubbs didn't change. He stayed exactly the same. Every afternoon at the same gentle time, he'd be waiting. Soft, patient, kind. 20 years passed. That's a very long time for a cat. Stubbs grew older and more wise. His fur stayed orange, but his movements grew slower. He was now 20 years old. That's older than most cats ever get. The visitors still came, but now they came with even more love. "My children came to meet you when they were small," one woman said. "Now they have children of their own." We all come together to say hello to the mayor. Stubbs would blink his ancient eyes and purr. He'd seen so much: snow and sun, summer tourists, and winter quiet. He'd seen people who argued become people who laughed. He'd seen a small kitten in a box become part of a whole town story. He'd seen people from all over the world come together. They all came for the same reason: to feel his gentle kindness. In the year 2017, on a warm July morning, something changed. Stubbs went to sleep in his favorite sunny spot, and he never woke up. The whole town felt it. Something warm and gentle had left. But the memory stayed. The love stayed. People still visited Nagley's general store, and in their hearts they could see him there. The little orange mayor with no tail sitting calmly, watching over Talkeetna. Reminding everyone that the best leader is one who cares. If you ever travel to Alaska, you might visit Talkeetna. You might see Nagley's general store still standing after 100 years. And the locals will tell you the story of Stubbs, how a kitten in a box became a mayor in everyone's heart. And so Talkeetna also slowly fell asleep. Good night.